Wendy White, a vibrant woman in her early 50s, never expected a simple nosebleed to change her life. She was always the picture of health, full of energy and zest for life. She had always been healthy and active, enjoying her morning jogs and yoga sessions in the park. Her friends often admired her stamina and positive outlook. But then, the nosebleeds started. It was a seemingly minor inconvenience at first, just a few drops of blood that she could easily manage with a tissue. At first, they were infrequent and light, barely enough to cause any real concern. Wendy thought it was just a one-off incident. Wendy didn't think much of it. She continued with her daily routine, dismissing the nosebleeds as a minor annoyance. She attributed them to the dry weather, thinking perhaps the air was just too dry, causing her nasal passages to crack. Little did she know, her body was sending her a warning signal. A signal that something more serious might be brewing beneath the surface. A signal she would soon learn to pay attention to. As the days turned into weeks, the nosebleeds didn't go away. As the weeks went by, the nosebleeds became more frequent. They started to interrupt her daily activities, making her feel self-conscious and worried. They were also heavier, sometimes lasting for several minutes. The sight of blood-soaked tissues became a common occurrence. Wendy started to feel a slight sense of unease. The nosebleeds were no longer just a minor inconvenience. They were becoming a significant part of her life. She knew something wasn't quite right. The frequency and intensity of the nosebleeds were alarming. Still, she hesitated to seek medical help. She wondered if she was overreacting, if it was just a phase that would pass. Like many of us, she was busy with life. Work, family, and social commitments took up most of her time. She didn't want to overreact to what might be nothing, but deep down, she knew she couldn't ignore it forever. The time would come when she would have to face the reality of her situation. Wendy consulted her family doctor. She described her symptoms, downplaying the severity of the nosebleeds. The doctor reassured her. He attributed the bleeding to dry nasal passages, a common problem. He advised her to use a humidifier and a saline nasal spray. Wendy, relieved, took his advice. She wanted to believe it was something minor. Weeks turned into months, and the nosebleeds persisted. The humidifier and saline spray provided no relief. Wendy started to feel increasingly anxious. The constant bleeding was taking its toll on her both physically and emotionally. She couldn't shake off the feeling that something was seriously wrong. Her gut feeling told her to push for answers. One evening, while blowing her nose, Wendy felt a sharp pain. Something large and dark came out. She was horrified to see what looked like a blood clot in her hand. It was much larger and darker than anything she had experienced before. Fear gripped her heart. This was not normal. Wendy rushed to the bathroom mirror and examined her nose. She noticed a small, dark spot deep inside her nasal passage. It was unlike anything she had ever seen before. Panic surged through her as she realized the gravity of the situation. This was not just a nosebleed. Something was seriously wrong. She knew she had to see a specialist immediately. Wendy's journey led her to an ear, nose, and throat specialist. She had been experiencing unusual symptoms for months, and despite visiting multiple doctors, no one could pinpoint the cause. Her persistence finally brought her to this specialist. The specialist examined her nose and the mass that had come out. He was immediately concerned. The mass was unlike anything he had seen before, and its appearance raised red flags. He ordered a biopsy to determine the nature of the mass. The waiting was agonizing. Wendy tried to keep herself busy, but the thought of what the results might reveal was always in the back of her mind. Days turned into nights as Wendy anxiously awaited the results. Each passing hour felt like an eternity. She found herself constantly checking her phone, hoping for some news, any news. When the call finally came, it delivered devastating news. The voice on the other end was somber, and Wendy's heart sank as she listened. The biopsy revealed that Wendy had mucosal melanoma, a rare and aggressive form of cancer. The words echoed in her mind, and she struggled to comprehend the gravity of the diagnosis. Mucosal melanoma is a cancer that develops in the mucous membranes that line the body's cavities. These membranes are essential for protecting and lubricating various parts of the body. These membranes are found in the nose, sinuses, mouth, throat, digestive tract, and respiratory system. They play a crucial role in maintaining the health and function of these areas. Unlike the more common cutaneous melanoma, which affects the skin, mucosal melanoma is often diagnosed at a later stage. This is partly because it can grow in hidden areas, making it difficult to detect early. This is because it can grow undetected for a long time, and the symptoms are often mistaken for other less serious conditions. By the time it is discovered, it is usually more advanced, making treatment more challenging. Wendy's journey was just beginning, and she knew she had a tough road ahead. Section 5. The Fight Begins, Wendy's Treatment. This is the story of a brave woman who faced one of life's toughest battles with unwavering courage and determination. The news of her diagnosis hit Wendy hard. It was a moment that changed everything, a moment filled with shock and disbelief. She was scared, confused, and unsure of what the future held. The uncertainty was overwhelming and the fear of the unknown loomed large. But amidst the fear, a steely determination arose within her. Wendy knew that she had to muster all her strength and courage to face this challenge head-on. She was determined to fight this disease with everything she had. Her resolve was unshakable, and she drew strength from the love and support of her family and friends. Her medical team, led by a skilled oncologist, devised a comprehensive treatment plan. They left no stone unturned in their quest to provide Wendy with the best possible care. The plan included surgery to remove the tumor, a critical first step in her treatment journey, followed by radiation therapy to target any remaining cancer cells. This phase was crucial to ensure that the cancer would not return. The surgery was a success. The skilled hands of the surgeons removed the tumor with precision and care. The tumor, along with some surrounding tissue and lymph nodes, was removed. This was a significant milestone in Wendy's treatment. Wendy underwent a grueling course of radiation therapy to ensure that no cancer cells were left behind. Each session was a test of her endurance and willpower. The side effects were challenging. Fatigue, hair loss, and other symptoms took a toll on her body and spirit, but she faced them with courage and grace. Wendy's positive attitude and determination never wavered, even on the toughest days. Throughout her ordeal, Wendy's positive attitude and unwavering support system helped her stay strong. Her family, friends, and medical team were her pillars of strength, providing her with the love and encouragement she needed to keep fighting. Section 6. A Message of Persistence. Wendy's experience taught her a valuable lesson about the importance of listening to her body and advocating for her health. She realized that her initial hesitation to seek medical help and her dismissal of the symptoms could have had dire consequences. She knew she had to use her story to help others. Wendy became a vocal advocate for early detection and the importance of seeking medical attention for any unusual symptoms. She shared her story at conferences, support groups, and in the media. Her message was clear. Don't ignore your body's warning signs. If something doesn't feel right, don't be afraid to ask questions and push for answers. Section 7. The Silent Rise of Cancer. Cancer is a growing global health concern. According to the World Health Organization, cancer is the second leading cause of death worldwide, accounting for nearly 10 million deaths in 2020. The incidence of cancer is rising at an alarming rate, driven by factors such as aging populations, lifestyle choices, and environmental exposures. Early detection is crucial in the fight against cancer. When cancer is detected early, it is often more treatable, and the chances of survival are significantly higher. However, many cancers, including mucosal melanoma, are often diagnosed at a late stage, when treatment options are limited. This highlights the urgent need for greater awareness, early detection programs, and research into new and innovative treatments. Section 8. Get Ahead, Shining a Light on Head and Neck Cancers. Get Ahead is a charity dedicated to raising awareness and providing support for people affected by head and neck cancers, including mucosal melanoma. The charity funds research into new treatments, provides support services for patients and their families, and campaigns for greater awareness of these often overlooked cancers. Get Ahead plays a vital role in supporting patients like Wendy and advancing the fight against head and neck cancers. The charity's work is essential in raising awareness, promoting early detection, and improving treatment outcomes for those affected by these devastating diseases. Section 9. Wendy's Words of Wisdom. Today, Wendy is cancer-free. She lives each day to the fullest, grateful for the precious gift of life. Her journey has been long and arduous, but it has also been one of resilience, hope, and the power of the human spirit. She continues to advocate for early detection and to inspire others with her story. Don't take your health for granted, Wendy says. Listen to your body, trust your instincts, and never be afraid to seek help. Early detection saved my life, and it could save yours.